I'm Glenn McConnell, class of 1969, and everyone may be seated, and president of the College of Charleston. It is my distinct pleasure to welcome you to the College of Charleston Spring Commencement. I know we're all disappointed that today's ceremony could not be held on the cistern. I perhaps more than anyone wanted to keep today's events in the cistern yard for you, but the risk of severe weather was too high, and as you've heard me say many times, the safety and well-being of our campus community is our first priority. Class of 2017, you've weathered rain on Convocation Day, an ice storm, a 1,000-year flood, Hurricane Matthew, and now this. You're resilient. And I am confident that your time here at the college has prepared you to face whatever challenges you may encounter in your life. So let's not dwell on where you're graduating, but the fact that you are graduating. You have made it. You have done something extraordinary. This is still a truly special day, not only for you, but for your family and your friends and for our entire campus community. It's a day of endings, and it's a day of beginnings. As we all know, graduation is the culmination of years of hard work, sacrifice, and dedication. The road here was not easy. It was never intended to be. A College of Charleston education is not for the faint of heart. Our faculty challenged you. They demanded the best of you. They pushed you to think clearly, deeply, and independently. You weathered those tests and have proven yourself indeed worthy of a College of Charleston degree. For us, the trustees, administrators, faculty, staff, parents, family members, friends, and loved ones, we all have the great honor of sharing in this, your moment of triumph. Please stand as Jasmine Crowder, a rising senior majoring in music, sings our national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets ran the bombs bursting in air gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Thank you, Jasmine. That was just beautiful. As we're looking out across the sea of smiling faces, I'm inspired. Members of the class of 2017, I know what you have gone through to get to where you are right now. The all-nighters, the 20-page papers, the sore clenched hands scratching out essays on your final exams. But those things didn't break you. You had the drive, the discipline, the spirit to never give up, to discover new depths of strength you didn't even know that you had. That's what we saw in you when you applied to the college, and today you have justified our confidence in you. All along, we knew you were different. You were smart, you were curious, and you adventurous in ways that others weren't. Early on, we saw the dreamer, the leader, the innovator in you, and those are the things that we work to cultivate. As our faculty can attest, you have learned many, many lessons during the course of your college career. However, two important teachers, ones not dressed in academic robes and regalia, are present here today as well. The physical campus and our college traditions. They too have knowledge to impart. 4 lessons that will stay with you for a lifetime. The first lesson is a message that comes from the second stanza of our alma mater, and it proclaims, "Loyal sons and daughters, love thee. Strive to conquer and prevail." That is what a College of Charleston education is meant to do. The world does not need another cog in the machine. You are to go forth, take risk, live the life extraordinary, make the world a better place. For a College of Charleston graduate, this is how we conquer and prevail, and you will. I know firsthand the power of this place. The guidance I received here, both from my professors and my fellow classmates, was transformative. It shaped my career as a lawyer, as a public servant. It continues to shape me now as a university president. I do not speak lightly when I say I owe everything to the school. I believe that you will come to learn this as well. The second lesson can be found on the front of the program, where you will see the college's seal. It states that wisdom itself is liberty. Remember that, because it's your education, your ability to learn and adapt that will give you the freedom to realize your dreams. The degree you receive here today provides a foundation upon which you will construct lives and careers as grand and breathtaking as Randolph Hall. Our next lesson, taken from the Aeneid and etched in iron upon the gates into Cougar Mall, tells us that, and I paraphrase, to remember these things may bring us pleasure. The poet Virgil understood the need for thoughtful reflection, and he reminds us to appreciate our experiences, both the good and the bad, because all of it shapes us. Our last lesson is found in the Greek phrase on Porter's Lodge. It sounds deceptively simple, but it represents the incredible complexity of the human condition. Know thyself is not so much a lesson really, but a charge to never stop learning. These 4 lessons, visible on campus and written into our traditions, have always resonated with me. In my own life, I've found that by coming back to this campus, my mind and spirit were re-energized and my curiosity reignited. This place is my intellectual home, and it is yours as well. As you will soon learn, today is not the conclusion of your College of Charleston experience. Far from it. Today is simply a new chapter. And after today, your personal journeys will take you places you can't even envision right now. I know when I graduated from the college 48 years ago, I didn't have a clue what the world had in store for me, so don't be nervous. That's how it's supposed to be. One thing that I do know, you will forever stand out. As you pursue careers in the arts, business, humanities, technology, education, the sciences, you will perceive possibility where others only see dead ends. You will challenge the status quo. You will be an agent of change, and you will discover that your star, yes, your star, it burns brighter. So class of 2017, remember well these 2 teachers, the physical campus and the traditions of the college that have taught you to always strive to conquer and prevail, to never stop learning so that your life will be marked by wisdom and liberty, to remember fondly everything about your College of Charleston experience, and most importantly, to know thyself. You will find that these lessons will always ring true. Congratulations, class of 2017. Ladies and gentlemen, for the conferring of the honorary degrees, I will now be joined by the chair of our Board of Trustees, David Hay, Trustee Toya Pound, and Don Belk. Would you please escort James A. Felder to the lectern? I am proud to introduce James L. Felder, a lifelong community leader and activist. James L. Felder has devoted his career to ensuring that everyone in our country has a voice and the opportunity to succeed. He embodies the transformative power of public service and the promise of education. James L. Felder is a dedicated civil rights activist who has been committed to voter registration and education in South Carolina since 1967. A native of Sumter, South Carolina, he graduated from Clark Atlanta University and Howard University School of Law. He was elected to the South Carolina House of Representatives in 1970. A published author, he has taught at various colleges and universities, including Allen University, Benedict College, and Voorhees College, and he presently serves as the president of the South Carolina Voter Education Project. Excuse me. I hereby present James L. Felder, whose extraordinary career of public service and in education make him a fitting candidate for the college's Doctor of Humane Letters.
James L. Felder, your work as a civil rights activist and your commitment to voter registration and education make you an inspiring role model for students everywhere. The College of Charleston is proud to confer upon you the degree of Doctor of Humane Letters.
By the authority of the state of South Carolina, granted to the Board of Trustees of the College of Charleston and committed to me, I declare James A. Felder is now admitted to the degree of Doctor of Humane Letters with all the rights, privileges, and responsibilities thereto appertaining. Congratulations, Dr. Felder.
Thank you.
Trustees Penny Rosner and Demetria Clemens, would you please escort John E. Alessi to the lectern? I am proud to introduce Mr. John E. Alessi, class of 1998. Through his entrepreneurial spirit and his commitment to social accountability, John Alessi has distinguished himself throughout his career. He not only talks the talk when it comes to caring for the environment, but he walks the walk through his green cleaning products company. He is a true visionary and a corporate citizen.
John E. Alessi is a respected entrepreneur and brand builder who is the Chief Executive Officer and co-founder of Whippet Inventions Incorporated, an eco-friendly products company. He was a double major in communication and studio art at the College of Charleston, where he was named Alumnus of the Year in 2012. I hereby present John E. Alessi, whose leadership and innovation in the business world make him a fitting candidate for the college's Doctor of Humane Letters. John E. Alessi, your foresight as an entrepreneur and your passion for eco-friendly solutions are honorable and truly impressive accomplishments. The College of Charleston is proud to confer upon you the degree of Doctor of Humane Letters.
By the authority of the state of South Carolina, granted to the Board of Trustees of the College of Charleston, and committed to me, I declare John E. Alessi is now admitted to the degree of Doctor of Humane Letters, with all the rights, privileges, and responsibilities thereto appertaining. Congratulations, Dr. Alessi.
Thank you.
Yes, sir. It is now my pleasure to welcome our commencement speaker, Dr. John Alessi. We are extremely fortunate to have him with us today. I had the privilege of spending some quality time with John in South Florida last year. I found him to be an extremely passionate about his company and the environment, as well as thankful for his College of Charleston education. As I mentioned in my early remarks to the graduates, we work hard to cultivate the dreamer, the leader, and the innovator in our students, and to encourage our students to make good use of their skills after they graduate from college. Few people have done so better than Dr. Alessi. His story is one that I know will resonate with our graduates. So before I turn the lectern over to him, I would like to recognize his family that is with us today. We have John's father and mother, John and Mary, and John's sister, Marcy. Would all of you please stand? Thank you. With that, the stage is yours, Dr. Alessi.
Thank you so much. I can't believe I'm a doctor now. President McConnell, Provost McGee, faculty, staff, alumni, parents, students, family, and friends, welcome. And congratulations to the 2017 graduating class of the College of Charleston. I'm grateful, privileged, and humbled to be here today to give you this commencement speech. Thank you so very much for inviting me. Today's a special day. I have so many incredible memories here at the college, but before I actually get into my little chat with you, first let me say that I am a fellow graduate, and I'm not here today because I'm some uber wealthy, famous alumni who has his name across one of these magnificent buildings here at the college. Well, at least not yet. I'm working on it, President, but when I do, darn it, I want it on a football stadium. Who's with me on that? I'm sorry, I just want a Charleston football team. I know we love our sailing team. In all seriousness, let me tell you a little bit of who I am. I'm a hardworking entrepreneur who comes from a very small, close-knit, middle-class family. I'm very proud that my parents, my sister, my niece, and friends are here to experience this with me today. It's surreal. You know, my parents sacrificed so much so that their children can have a great education, and, you know, I have to point out that this is as much their honor as it is mine. I'm humbled to be standing here in front of you, so please forgive me in advance if I stumble. Honestly, Mom and Dad, you two should be the ones up here giving these beautiful students advice on life. I love you so much, and thank you. So let's spread the love. How about a round of applause for all the parents here today, right? Especially mothers out there, tomorrow being Mother's Day. We love you, moms, right? You know, I know emotions are running high, as they should be, you know, taking the next steps to financial freedom, right? No. Graduates, I'm not talking about your financial freedom. I'm talking about the parents' financial freedom. You guys are going to be broke for like the next 2 years, let's face it, all right? All right? I know. Gosh. Look around. You know, the College of Charleston. Now tomorrow, when the weather is beautiful, okay, take a stroll with your family one last time, at least for now, and take a good look at the campus. Trust me, you're gonna miss this place. The Spanish moss, the breeze, the trees, the academic atmosphere this movie set-like campus provides. It's special. Think about it. You're actually saying goodbye to your college experience. That's heavy, you know? It's heavy. It's a seriously fun chapter in your life you're about to close. The late night exam cram sessions, the basketball games, the parties, the Charleston Affair events, the girls, the boys, the laughing, the crying, the miserable hangovers, the funny ones, the walks of shame. Had a couple of those. The music, the breakfast gatherings, the social events, the oysters, the Charleston food. Oh, the Charleston food. Yes. That college life chapter is soon to be closed. But I'm here to tell you that, believe it or not, this next chapter is going to be one of far-reaching self-discovery. When President McConnell's office called me, and they asked me if I would address your class, I immediately said, yes, absolutely, I'd love to. Oh my God, what an honor, yes. And then I hung up the phone, and I was like, oh shit. Oh my God, what did I just commit myself to? Oh no. And then I started to think about it, and I was like, well, slow down, John. Like, what if you could really go back 21 years ago and give myself advice? Well, what would I say? Imagine living in a world where none of us are insecure or about our ability to take risks. A world where we truly listen to each other when we don't know the answer to things. A world where cell phones and social media will never come in between real, authentic relationships. Look, in 1998, I had no clue who the commencement speaker was that day, so I will do my very best to deliver a message that maybe, just maybe, something may stick. Now, as I look around right now, I know some of you may be struggling to listen to this commencement, right? Maybe texting on your cell phone, snapping selfies, you're on Instagram or Snap. I get it. Or maybe some of you just were out last night and you threw a few back to celebrate this most awesome day, right? Like this guy. How you feeling, buddy? Yeah? I'm just kidding. But seriously, how much do you think we could accomplish collectively if we all just check into the moment? Not any moment, this moment, right now, no distractions. Just a good old conversation. I'd like to touch on this today. As my dear father always said to me, son, if I BS you and tell you everything that you want to hear, well, then I'm not doing my job as a father. So as a fellow alumnus, as I stand up here and I talk to you about fairy tales, unicorns, and dreams, then I'm not doing my job as an alumnus. So I'm not going to give you that kind of speech today. My story is simple. I'm a College of Charleston alumnus who, like yourself, walked across that stage with degrees in hand, ready for the working world. The truth is, out there, the roads aren't so paved. Out there, these diplomas will not entitle you to anything. Out there are smarter people, better looking, funnier, better degrees, more money, more contacts. Let's just say that, quote unquote, on paper, they're more qualified. So what's going to separate you from everyone else? Or the ultimate question, are you willing to check your egos at the door and become students again to the working world? Ever notice how some of the ugliest roads lead to some of the most beautiful destinations? For me, I had a windy road. Immediately after college, I began a different career than what my diploma called for. Even though I was a double major in communications and studio art, I actually went into finance. I was a stockbroker for Morgan Stanley Dean Witter. My parents were like, John, you suck at high-level math. And I did suck at math, but somehow, some way, I passed all my examinations and I became a licensed stockbroker. Now stay with me here, okay? The year was 1998, all right? Most of you were little toddlers, so you will not remember this little nugget in history, but this was by far the most epic time ever to be a stockbroker. It was a crazy time, the tech boom. And to put it in a perspective, a client once gave me $200,000 of his retirement money, and I turned it into $400,000 in a week. Impressed? Right? Don't be, because a week later, we lost all those gains when the market hit a rock bottom. So that was it for me. I was over it. It just didn't feel right. I realized that I didn't want to be responsible for anybody's retirement money, or worse, put them back into work during retirement. I didn't want to be a stockbroker anymore. But seriously, a career change just after 3 years from graduating from here, I felt that I failed. One of my favorite financial clients owned the #1 cosmetic branding company. She was a total powerhouse businesswoman, and she'd always say to me, John, you know, I just don't see you working in this environment. It's too stuffy. You're not an office person. You should work for me. You know what? She was right. But working for her would require me to take a step back, a pay cut. And like, what? I wasn't planning on taking a pay cut. That wasn't in my plan. You know, and get this, I was actually moving into an industry I knew nothing about. A move from finance to corporate cosmetics. Am I crazy? No, I was just living. But by me taking that job, I realized that I quickly found a passion for developing brands from every aspect, from product formulation to packaging to design to PR, press, to sell-in, to sell-through, distribution, you name it. I loved it. I knew that I had a place in that world. Years later, when they say opportunity knocks on your door, I'm telling you, literally, opportunity knocked on mine. This is when everything changed for me. Or let me rephrase, this is the day the seed was planted. One day I was working in my office and I got a knock on my door. A gentleman with a bottle of cleaner and a towel said, sir, would you mind giving me 5 minutes of your time just to show you a quick demonstration? I promise it'll only be 5 minutes. And I'm like, buddy, no, I don't have 5 minutes. I'm like, I'm really busy. He's like, just 5 minutes. Let me show you the most incredible demonstration you've ever seen. I'm like, you have 5 minutes, go. And in that 5 minutes, he showed me this product called Whip It, and the guy blew me away. He literally he showed me the craziest demonstration. He went into my office, and I have beige carpet, right? I have beige carpet. He walks into the corner, bends down his knees, takes out a bottle of black enamel spray paint, and he's like, don't freak out. he sprays a line on my carpet. I literally wanted to deck this guy, right? And I'm like, he's like, don't freak out. He's like, watch this. And he takes the bottle product and he sprays it, and with his fingers, it comes out in seconds. I was blown away. After witnessing that, I became a customer, and now, for me, that was it. I was hooked. Now remember, when this salesman came knocking on my door, I was head deep working in the skincare industry. For the next 10 years, I continued working in the industry, and I'd catch myself staring at this bottle of product, and I'd say to myself, wow, this product is so amazing, but the packaging is terrible, the distribution strategy is terrible, these guys just don't get it. I know I can do this better. One day I woke up and I felt that I had to meet the person who created this formula. I was resourceful, and I found a way to get a face-to-face meeting with this owner, and about a month later, I worked out a deal to acquire half of this little company and become a partner. I never felt a passion to do something so real. It was really my opportunity to be an entrepreneur. And the rest is history. You know, I wonder to this day where I would be today. That gentleman just trying to make a sale never knocked on my door. Where would I be today? I took a big risk by going with my heart. I was tired of making money for other people. Nothing in life is worthwhile unless you take some real risk. That even, applies to being married and having children. George Bernard Shaw once said, "A life making mistakes is not only more honorable, but more useful than a life spent in doing nothing." I love that quote. That's an incredible question. Now, the million-dollar question for all of you is, do you have the guts to take the risk and make mistakes? Or even the bigger question, do you have the guts to fail? Let's be real. Many don't. By risk, I went from having an amazing six-figure salary with cushy benefits, working in the skincare industry, to working for no benefits, no salary, all while investing time and money into this startup company. Oh my God, for the third time, I'm making a career change. But this time it was real, very real. It's all on me. I was betting that my past work experience was enough to take me into this new place in my life of entrepreneurship. It was a scary time. I nearly went broke trying to get my business off the ground. And it's funny in retrospect when I think about it. When I first went to visit my factory, it was this little 600 square foot room where we were making, product the old-fashioned way, hand by hand, bottle by hand. And today, we have a 40,000 square foot facility, fully automated. I have almost 40 employees, and I'm proud to be an American manufacturer. I'm not up here today to, thank you. But no, thank you. Support USA manufacturing, everyone. I'm not here today to talk to you about my glory days, because I know I am nowhere near over. The point is that I had to get out of my comfort level, and trust me, graduates, you will too. The diploma you're about to get cannot define you or allow it to set limits on quote unquote you're supposed to do. My College of Charleston diploma is an emblem of an incredible education, an experience, and a beautiful chapter in my life. I felt that I took the best parts of my 2 degrees and I just ran with them. It's as simple as this. You will fail. You are not perfect. You will definitely suck at something. Some of you will suck at a lot more than just one thing, okay? But that's okay, because you will find your way. And when you fall in life, let that quote marinate again. A life spent making mistakes is not only more honorable, but more useful than a life spent in doing nothing. Curious. Thank you. Did anybody here get offended when I said you're going to suck at more than one thing? Anybody? It's true. It's true. And it's natural to feel that way. But it's the first steps to being students again to the working world. You have to learn to take criticism, harsh criticism, welcome it. It will drive you to be better. I had people early in my career tell me when I sucked. They were brutal, very brutal. Some of those remarks came from people that I love. But those remarks pushed me to be better in so many ways. Unfortunately, we live in a world where being politically correct has become the standard, and I will not shy away from this one. I hate it. I mean, who's with me? What's happened to real interpersonal communication, everyone? I mean, please, put the cell phones down. We are losing touch with ourselves and our ability to intimately communicate. You have to give it to them. Even our president, thank you. Thank you. Even our president knows, okay, that we are so addicted to our cell phones that at any time he can throw out a soundbite on Twitter and we will instantly react. Just for the purposes of reaching the masses, it's a smart move. All while we're doing that, we're missing out, while we're on our cell phones, we're missing out on the moments that really matter. If you think for a second that you will establish a meaningful relationship with your boss, your friend, your spouse, or even your child through text messages, email, or social media, you will fail. Get up, have a face-to-face meeting, do lunch, do dinner, walk into their office, walk into their room, look at each other in the face, let them see you. You. Engage. Our very survival depends on real face-to-face human relationships. Relationships are not based on how many likes you have on social media, or on Facebook. Seriously. And relationships in business? I have business associates right now that I consider personal friends at major retailers who at any point I can ask for them to do things for me that would typically cost large national brands tens of thousands of dollars to do. And I get it for free with a simple phone call. I'm not Procter & Gamble. I'm not Unilever. I don't sink millions of dollars into their marketing programs. Why do they do this for me? Because I'm real with them. I'm someone who relates and connects with them on a personal level. I'm not an email, I'm a friend. Don't act like a robot and stop hiding behind your technology and show your beautiful faces. Thank you. I don't care what profession you're in. This applies to everyone. Hear me out. Graduates, think about it. Relationships may be the only deciding factor of you keeping that job at that yearly review. Hey, after you sucked, if you don't understand people, you don't understand business. 21 years ago, when I was about to walk down that stage, I thought I knew everything. I was young, aggressive, a lot more attractive, a little confident, thrown out into the working world in hopes that my millionaire dreams would be fulfilled with ease. And the reality is, I had so much more to learn. Everything changes. Dreams change. When I was living on Pitt Street, my dreams were far different than they are today. Just as many of your dreams have changed since you were freshmen. Situations change, people change, experiences change, professions change, health changes, even political views change. Embrace this because it's coming. Trust me, many of your dreams will change. And failure, you will fail. It's how you deal with it which will define your character. Failure, my friends, gave me more inner security more than any lifetime achievement or exam I ever passed here at the College of Charleston. I made it a point to learn from mistakes of people who were smarter than me. It gave me an edge, and it will for you. Remember, mistakes are made for learning, not repeating. I'm going to conclude with this. There are two things that have defined me in my life that I will forever hold on to. And I'd like to share them with you. It's not money, it's not power, it's not how many likes on social media. Are you ready for it? You ready? Being humble. Being humble makes us real people. Being humble is our ability to admit that we don't know everything and that everyone has equal value. Being humble allows us to recognize our own limits, our strengths, and our weaknesses. Being humble helps us to listen and recognizes when someone else's idea is better than ours. Being humble makes it possible for us to admit our mistakes and apologize for them. Thank you. Thank you. Being humble helps us to give credit to the goal of the group and not ourselves. Be humble. And last but not least, my personal favorite, passion makes action. If you say that you're passionate about anything, then action better follow. Prove it. Take action. If you don't, then sadly it's nothing more than a feeling that you can chalk up as, say, being interested, or even worse, the worst word in the English vocabulary, like. I like my job. No. Don't disrespect the word passion, okay? Passion is deep. Passion is putting your mouth where your money is. Your money where your mouth is, sorry. Passion is putting yourself on the line for something that's bigger than yourself. You can't fake it, you can't hide it, you have to find passion in you. And when you do, you will be a better father, mother, brother, sister. You will inspire. And trust me on this one, graduates. You will be better College of Charleston alumnus. Be brave. God bless you. God bless this beautiful institution. And God bless America. Thank you.
Thank you for being with us, Dr. Alessi. We've heard lessons today in humility, the importance of making mistakes, and the power of what I'll call developmental suckitude. So thank you for that. I am Provost Brian McGee. I'm here in part to announce our William Aiken Fellows. We are pleased to recognize our graduating class of William Aiken Fellows. These students are the ones bearing medals hanging from gold and maroon ribbons. Aiken Fellows are all members of our Honors College and were recruited to the College of Charleston based on superior academic performance. As Aiken Fellows, they have participated in a range of activities aimed at their development as scholars and professionals in their fields of choice. All 21 Fellows are graduating with Latin honors. 12 are graduating summa cum laude, and 8 are graduating magna cum laude. 19 had international experiences across 23 different countries, and all were involved in substantive research in their fields. 2 are Holling Scholars. 1 is a Rotary Global Scholar. 1 received a National Science Foundation Graduate Fellowship. 3 were finalists for a Fulbright grant. 2 received full funding to attend medical school, and 9 are headed to graduate school. 9 presented their research at national or international conferences, and 5 have their work published in a peer-reviewed journal. 1 is this year's recipient of the Bishop Robert Smith Award, 1 the Alexander Chambliss Connolly Award, and 1 received the Alumni Medal. Would the William Aiken Scholars present at this ceremony please stand? Thank you. You may be seated. Additionally, at this afternoon's ceremony, we have 3 students who have earned a perfect 4.0 grade point average. Please stand as I call your name. First, Anthony Edward Garuzzo, a major in philosophy. Second, Zachary Spencer Sturman, a double major in political science and Spanish. And third, Yvette Marie Smith, a major in sociology. Congratulations all. The Bishop Robert Smith Award is the highest honor a student can receive during his or her career at the College of Charleston. Recipients of the award are chosen on the basis of demonstrated leadership and academic excellence. I am pleased to announce that at a recent award ceremony, the Bishop Robert Smith Award was presented to, once again, Zachary Spencer Sturman, a double major in political science and Spanish. Congratulations. Now, Michael Fakis will make remarks on behalf of the undergraduates, followed by Emily Torchiana representing the senior class.
Class of 2017, good afternoon, and I have a question for y'all. Has it hit y'all that we are moments away from being alumni of the greatest school on earth? Well, y'all, we did it. And in a few short hours, we will never be afraid to walk across the cistern again. We won't have to live in the suspense of waiting for a grade to be posted to Oaks. And even if you don't understand what I just said to the parents out there, those are both very big deals to College of Charleston students, and you can trust me on that. As I reflected on the joy that the College of Charleston and that you all have filled my heart with these past 4 years, I've become convinced of only one thing. And that one thing is that we are blessed. Class of 2017, there isn't a group of people who could have given me, who could have given Charleston, who could have given South Carolina, and could have given the world more faith in our generation than you all did. Onlookers might stereotype us as an apathetic youth. They might assume we're complacent with the status quo, and they couldn't be more wrong. Because these past 4 years, I have seen us always make the collective decision to do what is right. Aren't y'all glad we're inside right now? And now I lost my place. I have seen us peacefully protest against prejudice and hate. I have seen us come back stronger. I have seen us come back stronger after difficult times. And that's because we stand up for what we believe in. We defy what's expected of us. We do not sit back, and we do not accept answers that we do not find to be adequate or appropriate. You all have given me faith not only because I'm convinced I've met leaders who are going to do amazing things 20 years from now. You all have given me faith because I'm convinced I've met leaders who will do amazing things starting tomorrow. Class of 2017, our education at the college has empowered us to be beacons of forward thinking. And once we cross this stage and we move on to graduate school, employment, service, whatever it may be, do not forget that integrity has no age or experience minimum. Being honorable is the paramount lesson that the college has taught us. I consider myself extraordinarily fortunate to have been surrounded by faculty, staff, and peers who who have taught me what it means to be a good friend and to be fair to my neighbors. There are a few people in this ceremony who have profoundly impacted my life for the better, and I want to thank them for that. And I want to thank all of you for letting me be a part of your stories for these past 4 years. It's made me who I am. There is no doubt in my mind that we will change the world. First, today and tonight, we're going to celebrate. But then, tomorrow, the day after that, and the day after that, we are going to change the world. Class of 2017, congratulations. I am proud to be a brother to all of you. Thank you all.
Good afternoon. Thank you all for being here today. Today, we come together to celebrate the class of 2017. And as we walk across the stage, we will think about our potential course that our lives will take and the impact that we can have on this world. These past few days, I've been reflecting on my 4 years here and the memories that the class of 2017 has shared. From tripping on the bricks on the way to class and acting like it didn't happen, to spending our Tuesday nights at Midtown with our mugs filled with trash cans. Yes, Mom and Dad, you should be concerned by the name of the drink. To those times when we had to swim to class just because it rained for 20 minutes. Or the sleepless nights we shared in Addlestone. Well, not exactly sleepless, because we were forced to leave by 2 a.m. We're still trying for the 24-hour library, Glenn McConnell. But we will also never forget the strangers that became best friends, the professors and our advisors that guided us, and the lessons we learned both in and out of the classroom. Although graduation comes with much excitement, it also comes with the uncertainty of the future. I, for one, have been absolutely terrified of the road that lies ahead. But I recently learned that the greatest mistake that you can make in your life is to be continually afraid that you will make one. We are now being given the opportunity and the freedom to take our lives wherever we would want to. So my advice that I would like to give to my fellow classmates is to go out and leave this world better than you found it. Congratulations, guys, we did it. You're not done with me yet. I now would like to welcome Sam Stafford, class of 1968, who will speak on behalf of the Alumni Association.
Thank you. It is indeed an honor for me to take part in your graduation today. As a past president of the Alumni Association, I welcome you as our newest members and invite you to join our family of over 80,000 alumni of the College of Charleston. You will be a member of an alumni association that was founded in 1888 and exists to promote the welfare of the College of Charleston. This is your alumni association, and I encourage you to become actively involved. This is your time and your college. Take advantage of all the Alumni Association has to offer you as alumni. As you get ready to start this new phase of your life, I'd like to share a few thoughts with you as someone who participated in Commencement 49 years ago. Although in some ways it seems like yesterday. The year was 1968. Students were protesting all over the college. But here at the college, my class was protesting no change. We didn't want change. And because we protested, you're wearing white today. The administration insisted that we forget the white, a 200-year-old tradition, and wear caps and gowns. Our class signed, all 62 of us, a petition saying that we would not participate if we were forced to wear the cap and gown. The administration we explained to the president, "Sir, with all due respect, without a senior class, you can't have a graduation." So they backed down, and today you are wearing white and not a cap and gown. And now, I'm not sure if it was our protesting or what, but it rained all day long. And we were the last class to have our graduation rained out 49 years ago. We graduated, all 62 of us, in Grace Episcopal Church. We're hoping that the administration next year, in celebration of our 50th anniversary reunion, will let us walk across the cistern. Perhaps in 50 years, you can convince the administration to let you do the same. Make the most of the education you received here. You're well prepared for whatever path you take. The friends you made here will be some of the best friends you will ever have, and I speak to that for sure. Stay connected with each other and with the college. Now, this is very important. Listen to what I'm going to say right now. Come back to a Charleston affair every year. Get involved. We have 40 alumni chapters throughout the United States and 3 overseas, and we're adding more every year. If you move to a city with a chapter, get involved. If there's not a chapter in your area, think about starting one. Give back. Keep a philanthropic spirit after graduation, because it's our duty to give back to our alma mater and make sure those who come after us enjoy the same wonderful experience we did. There's a tradition involving your class ring. Before graduation, students wear the ring with the seal facing in, but at graduation, the ring is turned so that the seal faces out. This indicates that you are now alumni of the College of Charleston and ready to go out into the world. Congratulations and good luck to all of you. Please remember your Alumni Association will always be here for you. I would like also to recognize and thank the members of the Student Alumni Associates who are serving as the marshals for this afternoon's commencement. This ceremony would not be possible without their dedicated service. Thank you.
Thank you, Sam. We have celebrated 2 degree presentations, and now we celebrate 700 more. Provost McGee, would you join me in presenting the Audium Baccalaureatus degrees? Here at the college, the Audium Baccalaureatus degree, the AB degree, in classics requires significant coursework in both Greek and Latin. Other AB majors at other universities require significant coursework in only Greek or Latin. The College of Charleston has awarded this degree for more than 2 centuries. That grand tradition continues today. Will the following candidates please come to center stage? Joshua Chase Cone, a double major in anthropology and archaeology. Jacqueline Higgins Appel, a major in political science. Michael Stephen Mollick, a major in psychology. Tess Ann Van Scott, a major in psychology. Eric William Cardwell, a major in classics. Hannah Catherine Edwards, a double major in classics and history. Ashley Rain Holland, a major in classics. Carley Mary Louise Hoy, a major in classics. Sarah Ann Lejean, a double major in classics and archaeology. Catherine Renee Raines, a triple major in classics, history, and foreign language education. And August Jane Wright, a double major in classics and English. It's not here. I would ask those on the stage to remain seated. However, it is the tradition that the audience stand when this degree is awarded. Would the audience please rise? Curatoribus, auctoritatem tribuentibus, hos juvenes, in humanioribus, literae praeclare eruditos ad gradum artium baccalaureatus ad missi, and congratulations to each of you. Congratulations, 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 congratulations. The audience may be seated. Now joining us in awarding the bachelor's degrees will be Chair Hay, Dr. Alessi, and Executive Vice President of Student Affairs, Alicia Cardell, Professor Andrew Alwine in the Department of Classics, and Professor Cindy May from the Department of Psychology will announce the names and majors of our graduates. Upon the successful completion of all degree requirements, and with the recommendation of the faculty, I have the honor to present the bachelor's degree candidates of 2017.
Assisting with the graduates from the School of Humanities and Social Sciences will be Dean Gerald Hale. For the bachelor's degree in anthropology, joining us will be Professor Tracy Burkett, chair of the department. Kenya Sade Avant. Kenna Page Brookshire, cum laude. Grace Taylor Compton, magna cum laude, also meets requirements for international studies. Kathleen Mary Crotty, summa cum laude, also meets requirements for international studies in the Honors College. The Honors College certificates were awarded by Dean Tricia Folds Bennett at a separate ceremony. Joshua Daniel Duncan also meets requirements for archaeology. Sophie Elise Ferguson, cum laude. Lindsay Anderson Hill. Nathan Daniel Kirkland also meets requirements for archaeology. Annika Elizabeth Ligger also meets requirements for history and the Honors College. Cassandra Francis Pardee. Miranda Page Saunders, magna cum laude. Lauren Nicole Sawyer. Corey Ann Simmons, cum laude. Sarah Ann Snipes, magna cum laude. Erin Kathleen Stotts. Cassidy Ann Thibault, cum laude. Sarah Tucker. Abigail Catherine Tummers, summa cum laude. Taylor Olivia Waters also meets requirements for history. For the bachelor's degree in communication, joining us will be Professor Marissa Ferrara, representing the department. Victor Lindbergh Aaron III. Chloe Ray Adkins. Amelia Alev Akhtar. Chelsea Mariah Anderson, cum laude. Jenna Lynn Archambault. Alexis Danielle Armour. Cullen Patrick Baldwin. Taylor Nicole Bandy. Catherine Angelica Bannister. Anna McCrary Barnes. Melissa Jane Biscoe. Catherine Jones Boardman. Catherine Ross Boyle. Taylor Nicole Berbisky, cum laude. Erin Monica Brown. Jordan Lee Buckner, cum laude. Alice Victoria Boltitude, cum laude, also meets requirements for English. Sarah Ann Bird. Brooke Ashley Butler. Catherine Marie Cabrera. Kimberly Dawn Calkins. Jasmine Brianna Campbell. Catherine Kyle Carey. Joy Elizabeth Carter. Laura Sergel, summa cum laude, also meets requirements for the Honors College. Jessica Elizabeth Charles. Hannah Marilyn Chianchi. Emma Pauline Cohn. Ashley Marie Copeland, magna cum laude. Caroline Janelle Coyle, cum laude. Joshua Adam Cronin. Tyler Hopkins Day. Danielle June Dixon. Amanda Carolyn Duran. Elizabeth Jean Duncan. Megan Therese Dunn. Brendan Nelson Edwards. Jenny Marie Aleftherakis, cum laude. Gabrielle Esme Fabry. Kathleen Dillard Fahey. Grace Morgan Farley. Chloe Louise Field, cum laude, also meets requirements for the Honors College. Morgan Ashley Fincher. Camilla Shaw Fink. Elizabeth Ann Finkenauer. Logan Martin Finley. Berkeley Jane Fisher, cum laude. Kaylin Carter Ford. Madeline Claire Fortier. Kelsey Ray Foster. Alyssa Lynn Franchak. Olivia Claire Franzese, magna cum laude. Lee Ann Freeman. Bailey Joyce Fulton. Troy Odell Funicelli Jr. Kevin Gow. Alyssa Daisy Gilliland. Eric Goldbach. Goldbach. Bailey Gorlick, cum laude. Hannah Elizabeth Gosney. William Gerald Hardison III. Christopher Jacob Ermiter. Isabel Rose James. Jordan Mary Jenkins. Elizabeth Ann Jenkins. Emma Ivy Job. Katie Johnson. Audrey Powell Kaiser. David Edward Kizee. Michaela Louise Kozeski. Corey James Law, cum laude. Gabrielle Michelle Lemieux. Brooke Ashley Liskevich. Taylor Marie Mackey. Caitlin Nicole Martin. Caroline Ballard McNeely. Brittany Maria Miles. Samuel Pfeiffer Mills. Marissa Ray Myhill, also meets requirements for English. Jordan Ryan Noble. Samuel Paul Oleksic. Margaret Mary O'Shaughnessy. Sarah Madeline Peralta. Tori Elizabeth Perano, cum laude. Jennifer Monique Pettiford. Charlotte Ryan Pinkney. Sarah Patricia Primtage. John L. Presley Jr. Morgan Adrian Price. Aaliyah Brianne Ralph. Matthew Robert Reel. Cooper Dean Rice. Emily Catherine Richard, also meets requirements for sociology. Mandy Lauren Ronick. Melanie Eileen Ropp. Caitlin Rhett Ross, cum laude. Rachel Catherine Rothermel. Sarah Louise Sod. Taylor Marie Sakanovich. Taylor Lynn Shulver, also meets requirements for Spanish. Tevin Baylor Sims. Phoebe Julia Singleton. Emily Catherine Skelly, cum laude. Dulcie Julianne Sinclair Smith. Hannah Delora Starr. Amanda Lee Ann Stripling. Nia Correa Struthers. Sydney K. Schwartz. Aaron Ray Tights. Laura Ann Taylor, summa cum laude, also meets requirements for the Honors College. Rodney Donovan Taylor, cum laude, also meets requirements for Spanish. Lauren Elizabeth Toms. Kim Huang Tron. Devin Marie Velastro. Brittany Elizabeth Van Kalker. Emily Sarah Van Law. Sydney Elizabeth Velaquez. Mariana Diecki Vick. Tess Marie Vergaver. John Emilio Vitale Jr. Nicholas Cole Wadston. Kathleen Kennedy Walsh. Eleanor Gilliard Walters. Alexandra Page Waters. Emily Lauren Whitson, cum laude. Nadia Elizabeth Wilds. Meredith Allison Wool, also meets requirements for history. Kaylee Mackenzie Wolf. For the bachelor's degree in English, joining us will be Professor Scott Peoples, chair of the department. Grace Elizabeth Berry, also meets requirements for history. Haley Jordan Beadle. Catherine Marie Beck. Tyrone Bell Jr. Elaine Savannah Beller Obi. Dylan Calhoun Beering. Kaylin Marie Bogle. Andrea Elizabeth Connolly. Shelby Grace Davis. Rachel Ainsley Davis, magna cum laude. Ashley Elizabeth DePerry, summa cum laude, also meets requirements for arts management and the Honors College. Amani Zakara Ely. Harrison Michael Elkins. Sarah Jane Fizame. Garrett Patrick Finn, cum laude, also meets requirements for political science. Elizabeth Ann Harper, cum laude. Tyler Nicole Herzog. Harriet Miller Hires. Nicole Flynn Hill, summa cum laude. Christina Ray Hogue. Josita Ann Consul. Christina Laura Lilly, magna cum laude, also meets requirements for art history. Daniel John McDonald Jr. Dylan Ross Magruder, also meets requirements for political science. Blake Lyndon Marshall. Lauren Nicole Mitchell, magna cum laude. Emily Nilsson. Catherine Taylor Noviello. Amanda Jameson Fagan, cum laude. Allison Dean Plester, magna cum laude, also meets requirements for Spanish and the Honors College. Franco Porras. Alexandra York Rappaport. Laura Caroline Rashley. Victoria Ann Rago, cum laude. Eliana Christine Simmons, magna cum laude, also meets requirements for the Honors College. Jackson Paul Trushell, magna cum laude, also meets requirements for psychology. Amanda Lynn Watts Williams. Emily Janice Wilson, magna cum laude. Matthew Lee Woodward, magna cum laude, also meets requirements for sociology. Alyssa Nicole Zapinski. Anna Katharina Zeberlein. For the bachelor's degree in history, joining us will be Professor Irina Gigova, representing the department. Whitney Corinne Berkebile. Rebecca Edith Brown. Rachel Kathleen Kennedy, cum laude, also meets requirements for biology. Natalie Ellen Carey. Elizabeth Virginia Cole Greenblatt, cum laude. Marina Coral Connor. Danielle Alexandra Reams Cox, cum laude. Alessandro Fabrizio DiMarzio. Connor P. Fogarty. Presley LeGrand Gaskins. Kaylin Mary Gifford. Constance Liberty Johnson, cum laude, also meets requirements for secondary education cognate. Lucas Bryant Judson. Brendan Christopher Langs. Noah Ariel Levin. Leah Danielle Loney Dukes, also meets requirement for secondary education cognate. Kendall Annette Rodney Lucas, also meets requirements for secondary education cognate. William David Maddox, cum laude. John Albert Meyer III. Luke Drove Monbouquet. Troy Tyler Parmenter. Mercedes Andrea Smith. Catherine Sadie Jeanette Stiers, also meets requirements for the Honors College. Ryan Zachary Stone. Jonathan Lee Verpila. Katie Elizabeth Wilbanks. Cora Margaret Wright, summa cum laude, also meets requirements for sociology. For the bachelor's degree in philosophy, joining us will be Professor Todd Grantham, chair of the department. Ellen Louise Allemeyer also meets requirements for psychology. Philip Sarkis Curry. John Liam Gang. Anthony Edward Garuzzo, top honors, also meets requirements for the Honors College. Meredith Claire Jackson, summa cum laude, also meets requirements for the Honors College. Michael Dylan Pope. Ryan Gray Tully, also meets requirements for English. Justin Scott Yarbrough. For the bachelor's degree in political science, joining us will be Professor Gibbs Knotts, chair of the department. Catherine Lansing Alexander. Elizabeth Noel Anderson. Taylor Alexis Anthony. Jacqueline Higgins Appel, magna cum laude. Kyra Marie Baer. Cameron Albert Bauer, also meets requirements for history. Annalise Margaret Baumgartner. Harlan Lloyd Belcher, also meets requirements for the Honors College. Madison Wyatt Boggs. Jean Khalil Bennett. Ann Ashby Bonds, also meets requirements for art history. Audrey Francis Bowman. Michael Lagan Brown. Caitlin Jeanette Burt. Catherine Elizabeth Calabro, cum laude. Leah Rose Cantor. Claire Andre Cherami, magna cum laude. Emily Alexandra Cohen. Mary Catherine Cole. Lucas Jeremy Kramer. James Stanton Craven II, magna cum laude, also meets requirements for psychology and the Honors College. Gregory Martin Cushing II. Bryn Sean DeAndrea. Thomas James DeAndrea. Chloe Ainsland Dapp. Colin Hunter Davidson. Alexander Norman DeMayo. Connor Bradshaw Van Leer Rimmick. Thomas Wesley Faulkner Jr. William Stephen Savino. Christina Mary Delio. Karen Faye De Palma, magna cum laude, also meets requirements for the Honors College. Eve Isabel Dippo. Jacob Allen Dukolovich. Marissa Noel Drost, also meets requirements for business administration. Courtney Ray Eaker, magna cum laude, also meets requirements for Spanish. Maria Alexandra Figueroa, also meets requirements for philosophy. Brendan Patrick Geiling. Gavin Scott Georgiadis, also meets requirements for studio art. Jasmine Sierra Gill. Nathan Samuel Gillespie, magna cum laude, also meets requirements for the Honors College. Alexis Lachey Guess. William Douglas Hanna. Devin Francis Hartley. Caroline Ann Johnston, also meets requirements for communication. Paul Christopher Johnston Jr. Amanda Jane Clower. Matthew Vermont Cantor. Deanna Jean Kaplan. John Henry Catinas. Gabrielle Simone Kay, summa cum laude, also meets requirements for international studies. Travis Jesse Brooke Kaiser. Cody Koski. John Edward Lambert. Aiden Brennan Londrigan. Jacob Halson Love. Joseph Taylor Massenter. Catherine McDonald Matheson. Matthew Philip McNair. Harley Sarah Miller, cum laude. Corey Anthony Nelson. Isabella Catherine Newbert. Candace Lee O'Connor, cum laude, also meets requirements for communication. Elisa Helene Padilla. Eli Aaron Pipkin, cum laude. Nathan Tanner Poss. Savannah Marie Pugh. Leah Louise Richter, also meets requirements for geology and the Honors College. Noah Cole Rosenbaum. Benjamin Edward Rucker, also meets requirements for philosophy. Hunter Andrew Rudolph. Molly McClellan Salter, summa cum laude. Kyle Skelton. Jonathan Michael Solomon. Heather Nicole Springs. Jake K. Strasser. Trevor Scott Stevens, magna cum laude. Zachary Spencer Sturman, top honors, also meets requirements for Spanish and the Honors College. William Gordon Timms III. Megan Louise Tirolosi. Nathan Michael Weldon Walker, also meets requirements for sociology. Harris David Wingren. Sydney Paige Wolk.
For the bachelor's degree in psychology, joining us will be Professor Gabby Principe, chair of the department. Sydney Elaine Adams, cum laude. Jaylene Karine Aguilera. Melissa Actuna. Aliyah Camilla Cornelia Al-Karim. Lindsay Ryle Anderson. Kylie Ann Arena. Haley Marie Arquette. Scott Craig Avery. Lara Katarina Barth. Emily Morgan Beck, summa cum laude. Kyla Zaterica Bynes. Isabella Grace Borsich, cum laude. Mydasia Cornisha Bradford. Madeline Jean Brandel. Anna Christine Britton, cum laude. Imani Chappelle Brown. Echo Phoenix Buffalo, cum laude, also meets requirements for the Honors College. Robert Loring Bunting IV. Ashley Breonna Burton. Michael Matthew Carvalero. Nicholas Michael Chiodini. Tessa Joe Colby. Jenna Collins. Christian William Conley. Claire Ashlyn Cook. Jordan Lynn Costa. Tasia Dominique Coussar. Lindsay Darlene Vera Crawford. Bailey Rebecca Crump. Sierra Debro, cum laude, also meets requirements for the Honors College. Sarah Nicole DeFelice. Elise Claire DeVoe. Lee Bancroft Duncan Jr. Kaylee Elizabeth Fite, cum laude. Krishia Lerae Fenner. Olivia Fialo. Abigail Julia Philibin. Connor Tariq Forbes, Also meets the requirements for business administration. Caroline Grace Frisch, magna cum laude. Hunter Brandon Galicia. Alexandra Morgan Grace. Sherry Lynn Hainsworth, cum laude. Rachel Heather Hall. Rebecca Michelle Hall. Deanna Catherine Hancock. Colby Mackenzie Harrison. Brian Igareda. Lauren Nicole Holton. Erica Marie Horak. Justin Wesley Hunt. Casey McRoy Irwin. Victoria Ayana Jackson. Shane Douglas Jacobson. Elizabeth Hayward Casabon, magna cum laude. Caitlin Ann Colat. Frankie Jane Kuhn. Aline Christine Koutsiras. Emily Rebecca Krybeck, magna cum laude, also meets requirements for the Honors College. Savannah Ashley Langley. Catherine Ann Lestraps, cum laude. Claire Noble Leverage, cum laude. Ashley Rose Lagrasso, cum laude. Michael Stephen Malik. Chandler Catherine Massingale. Kyra Aaliyah Mathis. Virginia Catherine McCaughey. Stephanie Ann Malloy. Laura Catherine Miller. Claire Hale Mintz, magna cum laude. Melanie Caitlin Mitt. Emily Kristen Moore. Samuel Dale Myers. Noah J. Nadiri. Evie Needle, magna cum laude. Michelle Poston, cum laude. Nicholas Keith Potter. Chelsea Whitney Powell. Nikia Teray Ramsey. Tabitha Dawn Remillard. Lavinia Mumtaz Rizvi. Olivia Kathleen Robertson, cum laude. Rebecca McKinsey Rowland. Taylor Francis Ruddy. Spencer Philip Rudolph. Ashley Camille Roussel, cum laude. Danielle Marie Ryan. Kendall Farmer Sandifer. Kaylee Drew Scalzitti. Hannah Elizabeth Sebald, magna cum laude. Lindsay Elizabeth Siegel, cum laude. Emily Torchiana, cum laude. Molly Rachel Selmanoff, summa cum laude. Erin Elizabeth Sheehan, summa cum laude. Kirsten Nicole Sieber. Sophie Marie Simonson, magna cum laude. Stephanie Lauren Sisson. Allison Christie Smith. Meredith Gail Spears. Falcon Buchanan Stewart. Michael Paul Sweat. Kiana Alexis Olivia Thomas, cum laude, also meets the requirements for public health. Kirstine Ann Thomas. Kelly Bracken Thompson. Julissa Grace Tyndall, cum laude. Jessica Ashley Tucker. Britta Marie Turner. Tess Ann Van Scott, cum laude. Christine Vince Seguiera, cum laude. Sherry Nicole Viduris, magna cum laude. Hannah Lauren Waller. Tamara Victoria Walters. Michaeline Elizabeth Warren. Brittany Lorraine Wise, cum laude. Willie Morris Wester. Kayla Janae Whaley. Robert Dixon Whitesides Jr. Sarah Ann Whelan. Meredith Audrey Williamson. Wanda Blake Willis, cum laude. Brittany Miranda Work. Catherine Veronica Yetman, cum laude. For the bachelor's degree in public health, rejoining us will be Professor Marissa Ferrara, representing the department. Catherine Treadwell Benoit. Ashlyn Linnell Brown. Megan Letitia Dunham. Brittany Sierra Gandy also meets the requirements for sociology. Dana Gail Horgan. Stephanie Margaret Liebenrud. Crystal Marie Morelli. Santana Marie Pera. Michael Anthony Perozzi. Amy Rebecca Ronan, cum laude. Jamie Elizabeth Washington. For the bachelor's degree in religious studies, joining us will be Professor Elijah Siegler, chair of the department. Mara Kathleen Fields also reached the requirements for communication. Andy Holmes. Julia Ann Lane, cum laude. Caleb Michael Douglas Melton. Sarah Helena Turner. For the bachelor's degree in sociology, joining us will be Professor Tracy Burkett, chair of the department. Allison Hallowell Binnicker. Anthony Christopher Bozen. Catherine Irene Byrne. Zachary Danielle Calder. Zachary J. Chamard. Laura Catherine Deskin. Jordan Danielle Dukes. Isabel Trimble Elliott. Alan Matthew Green. Jamel Paul Gregory. Nola Ray Henry. Kashmir Alexis Huckabee. Laura Ann Hutcherson. Hannah Ashton Legacy. Krista Catherine Lancia. Senorita Christina Lucas. Haley Layden Myers. Alicia Elizabeth Modor. Jamie Caroline Murray. Terrence Christopher O'Donoghue. Olivia Nicole Oliver, summa cum laude, also meets the requirements for political science. Ashley Yvonne Padilla, cum laude. Caitlin Evangelina Padilla. Chase Johnson Porter. Jacob Brad Powell. Olivia Collins Royer. Hannah Shea Sauer. Sydney Ray Shipley. Christopher Garrett Smith. Deandra Shantae Taylor. Joseph Terry. Megan Elizabeth Weiss. Hannah M. Wexler. Maria Nicole Williams, cum laude. Raya, sorry. Jessica Ann Yalk, summa cum laude. For the bachelor's degree in urban studies, joining us will be Professor Kevin Keenan, director of the program. Victoria Blair Alexander. Andrew D. Bach. Emma Sophia Cause, cum laude. Hope Taylor Denon. Samantha Christine Martin. Russell Graves Parker, Jr. Jessica Ann Rodman also meets the requirements for political science. Christina Maria Swasso. Lauren Elizabeth Ward. Johnsy Caroline Wilkinson, magna cum laude, also meets the requirements for historic preservation and community planning and the Honors College. For the bachelor's degree in women's and gender studies, joining us will be Professor Cara DeLay, director of the program. Brenna Kelly Bailey. Charlotte Grace Carulli also meets the requirements for political science. Selena Dorothea Cole. Lee Fryer also meets the requirements for psychology. Assisting with the graduates from the School of Languages, Cultures, and World Affairs will be Interim Dean Timothy Johnson. For the bachelor's degree in African American Studies, joining us will be Professor Anthony Green, representing the department. Simone Davis also meets the requirements for communication. Aisha Cheyenne Gallion, magna cum laude, also meets the requirements for anthropology. Megan Ashley Morris. For the bachelor's degree in archaeology, joining us will be Professor James Neward, director of the program. Elena Selma Acuff, cum laude, also meets the requirements for anthropology. Stephen Wade Dodson Jr. also meets the requirements for anthropology. Dana Sean Roberts also meets requirements for anthropology. Dale Ashley Ryan also meets the requirements for art history. For the bachelor's degree in classics, Pollyanna Bomfin Bell, cum laude. Eric William Cardwell also meets the requirements for the Honors College. Hannah Catherine Edwards, magna cum laude, also meets requirements for the History and the Honors College. Ashley Rain Holland. Carly Mary Louise Hoy, magna cum laude. Sarah Ann Lejeune, summa cum laude, also meets requirements for archaeology. Thelma Ijeoma Okoli. Catherine Renee Rains also meets requirements for history and foreign language education. For the bachelor's degree in French and Francophone studies, joining us will be Professor Lisa Signori, chair of the department. Mary Ashton Green also meets requirements for foreign language education. Jakob Tucker Hahn. Daniel Lavanen. Carly Tyler Long. Salvador Gamaliel Lopez Rivera, magna cum laude, also meets requirements for the Honors College. For the bachelor's degree in German, joining us will be Professor Morgan Corner, chair of the department. Victoria Mary Lane Rudy, cum laude, also meets requirements for international business. For the bachelor's degree in international studies, joining us will be Professor Douglas Friedman, director of the program. Samantha Haley Bent. Selena Ebony Bernard. Elizabeth Sarah Beyer, cum laude, also meets the requirements for biology. Madison Juliana Bonneville. Anne Hollingsworth Cabot. Destiny Lael Dahl, magna cum laude. Emma Madison Dene. Emma Ann Denley, summa cum laude, also meets requirements for the Honors College. Sarah Michelle Dudley, magna cum laude. Hannah Marie Falk, cum laude. Juliana Marie Grimm, also meets requirements for public health. John Taylor Hall, magna cum laude, also meets requirements for political science and the Honors College. Catherine Patton Hemphill. Jessica Renee Hignut. Laura Patricia Haran. Amy Laura Jackson. Lucy Catherine Jones. Bailey Henry Kirkland, summa cum laude, also meets requirements for Spanish and the Honors College. Nadia Lauren Klinsevich, cum laude. Samantha K. Knight. Morgan Patrice Larimer, magna cum laude, also meets requirements for biology and the Honors College. Alexis Michelle Logan Brown. Rebecca Ann Madigan, cum laude, also meets requirements for Spanish. Candace Page Maldini. Morgan Nicole Osborne. Margaret Adele Panetta, cum laude, also meets requirements for public health and the Honors College. Joshua Scott Patterson, cum laude. Kendall Lee Pemberton. Krista Renee Pequanot, magna cum laude, also meets requirements for international business and the Honors College. Tatiana Janae Pons. Alina Nicole Roberts. Alexandra Sofia Rodriguez, magna cum laude, also meets requirements for the Honors College. Julie Marie Schwartz. Abigail Thomas Scott, also meets requirements for Spanish. Lauren Elizabeth Shipley. Reagan Westmoreland. Mary Rose White. Matthew Ryan Weeson. Catherine Ann Williams, magna cum laude. For the bachelor's degree in Jewish Studies, joining us will be Professor Martin Perlmutter, director of the program. Paige A. Linsenberg. Jasmine Landis Morgan, summa cum laude, also meets the requirements for psychology. For the bachelor's degree in Latin American and Caribbean Studies, joining us will be Professor Maria Colomina Garagos, director of the program. Tori Lisa Ackerley, cum laude, also meets requirements for Spanish. For the bachelor's degree in Spanish, joining us will be Professor Mark Del Mastro, chair of the department. Carmen Ashley Benzvega. Bethany Therese Blanfin, magna cum laude, also meets requirements for the Honors College. Tori Ray Buchanan, magna cum laude, also meets requirements for Business Administration and the Honors College. Alexandra Elizabeth Comey. Arthur Hamilton Dunlap III. Maya Maria Novak Goodell, cum laude. Ty Jordan Peterkin. Hannah Virginia Robinson, also meets requirements for communication. Fiona Elizabeth Schroer, also meets requirements for international studies. Kelsey Ann Vores, cum laude. Mary Gail Watkins, cum laude, also meets requirements for marine biology.
It is now that time. Will the candidates for bachelor degrees please rise? By the authority of the state of South Carolina, granted to the Board of Trustees of the College of Charleston and committed to me, I hereby confer upon you the degree of Bachelor of Arts or Bachelor of Science is earned with all the rights, privileges, and responsibilities thereto appertaining. Congratulations. All right, you may be seated. You may be seated. Graduates, as you know, you didn't do this alone. Your degree is not an individual effort. I would like to recognize your mentors, the faculty members who led you in lectures, in group discussions, and in laboratory work. Please join me in thanking your professors for their expert teaching and their dedication to your education. Your degree also represents years of preparation, a time that stretches back decades. Your family, friends, and loved ones moved the world to get you right here. And while you may never know all of their sacrifices, you do know their never-ending support and encouragement. This is their special moment as well. Members of the class of 2017, let's give your family, your friends, and your loved ones a great round of applause. You'll notice in your program that we identify and explain our core values. They are integrity, academic excellence, liberal arts education, respect for the individual student, diversity, community, and public mission. I hope your years here were shaped by those remarkable values because they go to the heart of the College of Charleston experience. Now, as alumni of the College of Charleston, you join an amazing circle of men and women, including our commencement speaker you heard today, who are dedicated to making a difference and being a success. And in true College of Charleston fashion, we all define success in 1,000 different ways. In our very diversity of ideas and goals, we are united. You will meet and unite with many alumni throughout your life's travels. They will welcome you and they will encourage you now and forever. And so, in your beginning moments as graduates of this great institution, let those alumni here today give you that first of so many encounters to come. Will all of the College of Charleston alumni on stage and in the audience please stand and welcome our fellow alumni, the class of 2017. Thank you. Graduates, as you meet other alumni here and afar, you will immediately notice the spark that sets them apart. They, like you, are wired differently. They have a passion, a rare fire about them. You'll see how they give their heart and soul to this place. And for many of our alumni, they have found that by giving fully of themselves, they receive so much more in return. I ask you to keep the College of Charleston always close to your heart. You are now an heir of this great and timeless institution. Thus, it is your duty, like the alumni before you, to honor it in your performance in life and by your continued engagement with the college. As a beneficiary of a remarkable world-class education, help benefit others who will come to the college after you. We do that by volunteering on campus, by mentoring students, by making gifts, and by doing our part to attract tomorrow's dreamers, learners, and innovators, so that they, like all of us, will benefit from what this great institution has to offer. Our continued engagement is the best proof that the college's opportunities and impact are boundless. In short, remember this quote on life that is widely attributed to Sir Winston Churchill, and I quote, "You make a living by what you get, you make a life by what you give." I encourage you, the class of 2017, to return here as often as you can. This will always be your home, no matter what stage of life you're in, no matter where in the world you live, no matter what exciting careers you pursue. The College of Charleston is forever now a part of your DNA. The college is proud to welcome you all into our widening circle of alumni. We can't wait to see the many great things you will do. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me once again in congratulating the class of 2017. For those of you who are available, tomorrow morning on Mother's Day, we invite you to come to the Cistern Yard between 9 and 11 a.m. for a photo drop-in. Provost McGee and I will be in our academic regalia on stage to take photos and to shake your hand again. There will be no formal ceremony. This is just an opportunity for you to have your photo taken into Cistern. The college's photographer will be on hand, and we will make all photos available online for free. You are free to wear your commencement outfit again, but this is not a requirement. This is a casual drop-in. Family and friends, please remain in place until the recessional is complete. Graduates, once again, congratulations.